International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, where they had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my, now who are you? I don't know, what you do?
The bell is tolled.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. On second down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Detroit!
From the gun on third down, Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mike Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 71 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Gone! Detroit!
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, So does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
This is Bell. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Bell. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line to center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Detroit!
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Detroit!
Jackson now from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Green 39! Green 30!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom,
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield now on second down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Jackson on second down. And that is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks?
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Here we go now. 3-19.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because with and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go now. Blue line.
First down, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mayfield. Being chased, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go play action. Mayfield, he'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Good.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And off comes to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 42 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jackson goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He may try and run for this. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Adam Gotsis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Damian Radley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. When you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And along with the rest of his offense, here comes Jordan Reed now. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have two guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Green 39.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns, they'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:50.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for
third down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Following the penalty, Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adam Gotsis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's That's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, good move. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. So as you see the numbers, a very uncharacteristic start, but he's been more characteristic as of late.
And usually we're seeing a very good start out of him because, let's face it, he's one of the best out there. But when he does have a start, as we just saw, would you call it uncharacteristic? You know mentally he's not that worried about it. He knows how good he is and figures he's going to get back on the beam real fast.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent,